Hi, my name is Jen. Today we're looking at the yoga asana Tadasana with cross shoulder traction. What you'll need for this pose is a long yoga belt or strap. It should be 10 to 12 feet. Otherwise, you can tie together two shorter belts and a block. To start this Tadasana pose, you'll need to have one long belt, a 12-foot belt. If you don't have one long belt, you can loop together two shorter belts. Once you've created a long belt, you'll take the belt and place it right below your shoulder blades. Try to have the tails equal lengths. And when the belt is right at the base of your shoulder blades, right at the tips, the belt will come right under your armpits, as you can see here. Then you'll take the tails and just drape them over your shoulder. From here, palpate your neck area, and you may find that there's a vertebrae that sticks out a little bit more than the others. So once you've found that vertebrae, you will cross the straps and place the cross right on top of that vertebrae. It will most likely slide down, and that's just fine. But it's a good place to start. Then you'll take the tails through your armpits one more time. So here we are, and we've created a little bit of a harness or shoulder jacket, so to speak, with the strap. And it feels as though the armpits are lifting and our sternum is lifting. Then where the straps cross over your shoulders, you can think of it as a little messenger, just reminding you to soften the tops of your shoulders. And then the energy runs down your back. So from here, we'll take our block, and you can experiment both ways. Some people like the block to be tall. Some people like the block to be short. I will use the block tall today. And when I put it in between my legs, it goes up high towards my pubic bone. And I will try to have the top of the block parallel with the floor. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure that my toes are matched and they're on an imaginary line. Then I want to center the block right in between my two ankle bones. That helps adjust any pelvic shift. And the pelvic shift is a result of the scoliosis curve. So from here, again, imagine that the armpits are lifting. The tops of the shoulders are softening. The energy is running down the back of the body, up the front and down the back. Take a few breaths. And then relax. We'll do this once more, and we'll think a little bit along the lines of our axial elongation and global expansion. So go ahead and place the block in between your thighs again. Make sure your toes are matched on the same imaginary line, and then center the block. My block likes to drift over to the right, so I really try to bring that block right in between my feet. Then we can imagine that our feet are growing roots into the ground. And instead of two legs, we have one leg that is the trunk of a tree. So the feet descend down and the pelvis descends down. The crown of our head floats up towards the sun. And then from there, let's think about with each inhale, our ribs widen. And then with the exhale, we maintain some of that width. You can sense where the strap touches your back body. And notice if the strap is lighter on one side of your back body than on the other. And you can use both your inhale and your exhale to connect that lighter side strongly into the strap. Trying to level out the connection of the strap, both on the right and the left side. And then if you have a shoulder that rolls forward, maybe you just think about the sun shining on the front of that shoulder. So for me, it's this right shoulder, and I just imagine the sun is shining and opening up. Good. And then you can take the block out again. And if you are having some tension through the head, neck, and shoulders, there are times that you can belt it, or you can just tie the belt to keep it kind of in a secure spot. And I might wear this belt for 10 to 20 minutes while I do some things such as cooking when you're leaning forward, or if you have to sit at the computer for a little while. It's just a nice reminder to stay wide through the collarbones. And then my absolute favorite part is actually taking the belt off. So when it's time to take the belt off, you can unloop it. And slide it off. And then just take one last Tadasana. Maybe take your hands to your pelvis, press the pelvis down, lift the spine and the sternum up, grow yourself as tall as possible, and then widen through the ribs. Then allow your arms to release down. And take 3 more breaths. Good. I hope you've enjoyed this variation of Tadasana with cross shoulder traction. Thanks for joining me today. Once again, my name is Jen Gorman. I am an advocate, patient, and teacher for people with scoliosis, spinal fusions, and other back care concerns. If you have any questions or want to reach me, you can find me at scoliosisandbackcare.com. Thanks so much.